For joining us on the Monday edition of TVC Breakfast. I'm Veronica Danboy. Joining me this morning is Kemi.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Loving this splash of colors.
Just like you.
Thank you.
Well, a new week has begun and it's starting off on an interesting note. There's been so much conversation around the Rivers local government election, right, but that's on the papers. But for what we'll be speaking about this morning, we'll be looking at the matter of creating job opportunities in our economy. There's been so much about no jobs here and there, but how can you create one for yourself? And then we're also going to look at the matter of security, where the president has said that terrorists should give up their arms, submit themselves, or face the full wrath of the military's intervention towards them. So that's part of what we'll be looking at this morning. But first, let's begin with the story where Nigeria has taken a significant step towards economic stability by starting to sell crude oil and refined petroleum products in Naira. This decision, approved by the Federal Executive Council, began on the 1st of October. The Nigeria National Petroleum Company is supplying around 385,000 barrels per day to the Dangote refinery with payments made in Naira. Minister of Finance Wale Edun stated that this initiative will promote economic growth, stability, and self-sufficiency, especially as Nigeria deals with global market complexities. The partnership with Dangote refinery, valued at over $20 billion, is expected to transform Nigeria's oil and gas industry. Absolutely. And that's what Nigerians are looking forward to. What a majority of Nigerians just want: a system that works such that whenever they drive into a filling station, they get crude oil at an affordable rate, and also that the attendant implication reflects on the prices of goods and services, because we know whenever the prices of crude oil goes high, increases, that affects the cost of every other thing. So the bottom line is to see how this will ensure energy security, how this will ensure stability of the economy, and how this will ensure that it is accessible and affordable for an average Nigerian, and that there is an end to the matter of fuel scarcity on the long run.
Indeed, it's a significant step, though not many details are available now. Stakeholders are also urging the government to be more forthcoming. Dangote, some of the feedback I got from Dangote's response to the government's announcement of the start of crude oil sales in Naira had been that it's still work in progress, and encouraged, expressed optimism that this week will bring in more announcements to that effect. Though the government says these sales have since taken off since October the 1st, but and has promised that this week we're also going to get more traction on the matter. But key information is very vital at this point. We also understand that the government has said, or stakeholders, experts have said, this is a primarily dollar-based business, and so for the government to say it's going to be selling crude in Naira, it's a significant step. We hear that it's also going to last for about 6 months for the first phase, that is. So we wait and see how it would all, end. But everyone is hopeful that it's going to be the start of more progress in the oil and gas industry, especially the downstream. We also read in the papers this morning that 3 more refineries are also going to start, take advantage of Nigerians who are not in Lagos, who live outside Lagos. How is that going to translate, like you have said, to having fuel available just when you need it, and at an affordable cost? These are the 2 primary concerns for Nigerians, from this sector. So we hope that more and more refineries, you don't even have to be a big one, because we know it's a very, very highly funded sector. But at least more refineries will also tap into this opportunity.
And the matter of funding is also a concern for some persons who have said that the scheme looks brilliant on paper, but in reality, the chronic financial and operational challenges in the domestic refineries that often force a chunk of the 445,000 billion barrels per day to be allocated to a complex oil for product swap between NNPC and trading companies arrangement. So this arrangement, there are concerns about the funding, bottom line, and transparency of the whole scheme. Because of, recall that there has been some issues on the ground before Dangote took off, and now this was also, I think, part of the conversation, and here we are right now. Let's see how this will also handled at the end of the day, such that every Nigerian understands the process being put in place by government. You said very sketchy information on the ground right now, but it's important that we all understand this effort that government is trying to put up, and that Nigerians can be on board so they can give whichever support they can, but then transparency of the process is key.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we'll leave the conversation here now and quickly bring you the news update.